Hello there everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews! So today, I will be taking a look at the Transformers Titans Return Legends class, Ravage! So let's get down to the review table and see what the big deal is for this figure. So let's get it on, man, let's go! Transformers Titans Return! And here is Ravage fully transformed into his bi-tablet mode. And yeah, now before I take a look at Ravage himself, we must always take a look at one of the most important things that was included in the package. It's the collector's card. You have the Titans Return logo right there. His name is Ravage. Nice, beautiful artwork of the cat himself. Looks pretty cool. I do like that. And you do have the tech specs for Ravage. Got his strength, his speed, his intelligence, and I believe this is called firepower. I think so. So that's pretty much it for the collector's card itself. Alright, so we're done looking at the cards, and now let's get closer. We can take a look at the details themselves. Got a nice Decepticon symbol right there, and you got this the status right there, and you got this surveillance thing, I don't know, and you do have, what does that read? I can't even see because it's so tiny. And you got this this weird looking arrow. You got the star, I guess he's a star, and you got the running button, the speed button, I don't know. You got home button, and you got the weird T-shaped, I don't know, is that supposed to be a screw? I don't know. And there's a hand, like, hey, hi. Anyway, so there's a hand, I don't know, there's a turning off and on button. There's an X button. I have no idea. You got the little bit of sewer paint right in here. Got a little strip of sewer paint in the middle as well. Unfortunately, the sewer paint didn't go over this whole, gray piece. They left this left and right side, unpainted gray. We kind of wish that this was painted silver, but hey, it is what it is. You got a little bit of silver paint right here as well, and you can see his head is just right there in the bottom, and the jet cockpit is right there. So yeah, I mean, it's a nicely done spy tablet mode, in my opinion. I think this is the best alt mode that Ravage has out of the three. So yeah, I think so. But anyway, so yeah, so now let us get down to some size comparisons. Here is Ravage with his fellow spy tablet, mate, Laserbeak. You can see how they scale with one another, and they're basically the same size because they have to occupy the same space, in order to fit inside the leader class Soundwave. So let's move on to the next size comparison. And here is Ravage compared with the Siege Micromaster Ravage. So that's pretty much it for the alt mode comparisons. And now let us move on to the compatibility with Titans Return Leader Class Soundwave. And just like Laserbeak, just bring the Soundwave first. Just open the button, there we go, and just slide Ravage in there. There we go, and close that up. And there we go, Ravage is stored in Soundwave, and that is pretty cool in my opinion. So now let's get Ravage out. So now my tongue stopped working. So now we are ready to transform Ravage into his jet mode. So yeah, so he does have a jet mode, and much like Laserbeak, he has become a triple changer for Titans Return, I guess. So now what you want to do first is you want to take the cockpit section right here and just flip that out just like so, and this becomes the landing gear. So there we go. And now I want to take these panels and just swing them out just like so, swing them out just like that. And there are two little tabs right here. I'm not sure you can see it, but there are two little tabs right here. They go over this black piece right here. Just tap this over, and there you go. So now I'm going to untap this section right here and just bring this around, and there is a little tab sticking out, and this will just tab in right there. It doesn't really lock into place, it just sits right there, and just bring this leg down and do the same thing on the other side. Just rotate this around. This will just swoop into place. There we go, and just bring the leg down, and I think that's it. So so there you have Ravage fully transformed into his jet mode. No. I am not too crazy about the jet mode. It just looks weird, and I don't really like it. It's not that cohesive. It's the only thing that looks good is the cockpit section. That's the only thing that actually looks like a jet. The other things just no. It's just no. Yeah, just like it's all kinds of gappy. Yeah, no. And just for the sake of comparison right here, I'm just going to bring in Laserbeak here, so I'll be right back. And here is Ravage with the vehicle mode from Laserbeak himself. So yeah, these two vehicles no, they're just no. So that is pretty much it for the vehicle mode comparisons. Okay, I guess that is pretty much it for the jet mode. I guess, you know, I mean, if you want to have imagination in your world, I mean, this could fly. Whoosh, I guess this could fly. If he wants to, but anyway, there are little Titanmaster pegs right here, but I don't think they're gonna work, because if I take Mr. Soundwave's Titanmaster right here, if I take him and just stand him right there, I mean, they kind of peg on too, but if you turn him upside down, wait a minute, they're making me a liar. Oh, they're making me a liar. It's actually staying. Oh wow, it's actually wow. That's new. Because every time when I plug on the Titanmaster on these two little tiny pegs, the Titanmaster will just fall right out. You know, when I turn it upside down. But no, they're making me a liar. What? The Titanmaster can actually stand on the jet mode. He wants to. Get off. So there we go. So now let us transform Ravage into his robot beast mode. So now we just flip in the cockpit section, and this just flip out. This become his tail, just like that. And just untap these legs right here. Untap these legs right there. And just rotate them down, just like so. Rotate them down, just swing this out, and just untap this, and just bring all this all the way to the back, like so. Bring this all the way to the back until it swoops into place. There we go. So now just rotate this up, bring this down, and flip out his little toes, and there we go. So we're almost done. Just flip out his head like so, and just untap this, just rotate this around, bring this down, flip that up, just like so, and just rotate all this around, just like so, and just flip out his toes, little feeties, and just bring this up on this hinge. There we go. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Just have to situate the legs, make him stand a bit more straight. There we go. So there you have Ravage fully transformed into his robot beast mode. And you know what? In my opinion, it's actually looking pretty good. You know, it's a nice little Ravage, I will say. It's a nice looking little Ravage. Oh, I did forget to mention that this guy is actually a repaint, slight remold of Autobot Stripes from Titans Return. Now, I haven't reviewed Autobot Stripes yet, unfortunately. But once I review him, then we'll compare Ravage and Stripes together. So yeah, it's a nice looking Ravage. Although some bits and pieces I don't even like, because It's kind of gappy in some places, but hey, it's still a nice looking Ravage in my opinion. So yeah, so let's get in closer. So we're gonna take a look at that head sculpt, and that's a beautiful head sculpt for Ravage. That's definitely a G1 Ravage head sculpt. Nice yellow for the eyes, got silver paint on the sides right there. But yeah, it's a nicely done figure, I will say. It's a nicely done figure. He's got a little tail right here. That's adorable. That's cute. Anyway, but yeah, the only real complaint I have with this figure is that I wish the unpainted gray Pete, unpainted gray Pete. What am I saying? Pete? What's Pete? Anyway, unpainted gray feet were were painted in silver. I wish it was painted in silver, but it is what it is. It's okay. But yeah, it's still nicely done figure in my opinion. The only mode that sucks is the jet mode. Spy type of mode is best, #1. This one is in second place, and of course the jet mode is in third place. So yeah. Now, articulation wise, in this mode, the head can actually move down. I mean, it's due to transformation. You can use this hinge to move his neck down if you want to, and the front legs are on the ball joint. They can actually rotate, move. Well, things are getting in the way, so they can't really rotate. They can move forward a little bit. They can move back a lot. I mean, that's due to transformation. You can use this hinge to move the leg up like so, or move back like so, and they can actually move the toes around. Now, for the hind legs, you can actually use this hinge to move the leg forward if you want to. You do have a knee joint, slightly under 90 degrees of bend, and you do have a hinge at the feet as well. And you can use this hinge if you want to bring the leg down. That's the thing you can do. Hey, but yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation in the beast mode. The articulation is decent enough, but I wish there was more articulation here and there. But yeah, it's still decent. The only thing he's missing is his traditional silver guns, that's supposed to stick out of his sides. But it is what it is. Maybe it's supposed to go on the top. And I forgot to mention that there is a headphone jack for a headphone. It's not a working headphone jack, but you can actually plug in some headphones right there if you want to. I totally forgot about that. I'm sorry. So there you go. So yeah. So let's move on to some size comparisons. All right. So here is not Laserbeak. Here is Ravage compared with Titan's Return Legends class Laserbeak and the Papa Soundwave. And yeah. I think that's a good scale between the three Decepticons, I will say. I believe so. So yeah. So now let's move on to the final size comparison. And speaking of which, here is Ravage compared with the Siege Micromaster Ravage. And you know what? In my opinion, I still prefer Siege Ravage. I still think he's the better Ravage. Because well, this one is not that bad, but this one I feel like it's preferable, for me anyway. For me, I like this one way better because it actually it's in keeping with Ravage's G1 design. I do quite like this figure. So yeah. Anyway, so that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Titans Return Legends class Ravage, and it's a nicely done figure in my opinion. I love the spy tablet mode. It looks so good. It's the best Hulk mode ever. The jet mode is no, the jet mode. You will only see that jet mode once I review Stripes and Rumble. So yeah, after that you won't see it anymore. No. But yeah, I love the spy type of mode. Don't like the jet mode at all. Just no. But I do like the jet cockpit. The cockpit section, the nose cone section of the jet mode. But other than that, it's just no. The robot beast mode, the beast mode itself, I think it's a really good beast mode. It's not perfect, but it still gets the job done. Has the very G1-y Ravage head sculpt, and I do quite like that. So yeah, it's a nicely done beast mode overall. and you know, it's nice, and you know, it moves. You know, the legs can move around, but I wish there was more articulation here and there. You know, not sure where, but but yeah, I do wish there was more. You know, a bit more articulation here and there with this figure. But you know, overall though, it's a fun figure to mess with. It's still nicely done, so yeah, I do quite like it. So. Now, if I were to rank Ravage from a scale of 1 to 10, you know, he's actually better than Laserbeak. So, I'm going to give him a 8 out of 10. Yeah, there we go. 8 out of 10. So, yeah, 8 out of 10, you know. I give him an 8 out of 10 because, you know, the jet mode is just no. And, you know, wish there was more paint here and there with the, you know, with unpainted gray legs. But, it is what it is. So, 8 out of 10, still a very nicely done figure in my opinion. So. And I think that's pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can always check out my Titans Return reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed. So I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below. And for your other Transformers needs, you can always check out bigbadtoystore.com for any visibility. So I'll post a link to that website in the description down below as well. And if you have enjoyed this review for Titans Return Ravage, you can, you know, do me a favor and slam dunk a like button on it. My thumb is too big. There we go. Just slam dunk a thumbs up on it, and you know, I really do appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. All right, so yeah. Okay, so I think that is pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Titans Return Legends class Decepticon Ravage, and this is JJ Prime signing off.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr.
I had to do it. I'm so sorry. Anyway, peace out everybody, till all are one.